podcast. Come take this walk with me.
Welcome back to the Three Parallels podcast, where I am your host, the Brother Dr. Jason Branch, where we rediscover who we were, we embrace who we are, and we make room for who we're trying to become. If that is you, you are in the right place. Hello, my neurodivergent friend. That's spiciness if you're spicy. So today, coming to you live from Battlecast Studios. And where's Battlecast Studios? In the middle of nowhere. So this is not going to be the best production, best quality. Who cares? What I care about is the content that I'm sharing. If you're watching this, welcome. Hey, I see you, baby. If you're listening to this, welcome. I hear you, boo-boo. So this is raw. This is real. This is organic. This is how I'm choosing to do this podcast. And I hear you now. Thank y'all for reaching out. Thank you for connecting. Thank you for the comments, the likes, the shares, bringing people in, telling people about me, sending the emails, the texts, like putting out the smoke signal, letting folks know, hey, man, I know somebody and he going somewhere. And if you want to go up, if you want to ride this train, get with them. I hear y'all. I see y'all. I thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. And for those still behind the scene who getting what you need from this in any way, shape, form, or fashion, but choosing not to say nothing, yes, this means you. I'm asking you specifically to reach up, to reach out. That's your challenge this week, to do something you've never done. If you're always in the back of the room, not raising your hand, not asking because of whatever you think, whatever you believe, whatever imposter syndrome you're struggling with at this time, this is your challenge to do something you've never done. Holla at your boy. There's that. So this episode I'm excited about because I don't know what's going to happen. I know how it's going to start. I know how it's going to end. I have no idea where we better go. But being in Battlecast Studios, which is my favorite place in the world, today being hidden in plain sight. I'm in some remote location in Southern California. It's raining and I was on a walk and I thought about you, meaning me, all different versions, and you as well. And it made me think about a story that took me back to my basement. So not only are we hidden in plain sight, we are also back in the basement because that's where all the magic happens. And if you're not familiar, yes, this is my shameless plug. The Magic of Bermuda is happening. Get your tickets, baby. Look into it. Google it. Google us. Instagram us. IG us. The Magic of Bermuda. 2 weeks of magic coming up December 2026. Get your tickets. Get ready. Okay. As I mentioned, I'm curating experiences for everybody. Whoever wants some, come get some. If that's you, we're here. Get it while you can. Get it while you have access. There's going to come a time where you no longer have access to direct resources and support. You may get it, but it may be indirect. I'm planting seeds now. I'm just giving you ripples and breadcrumbs all day because that's all I can do. So if you would love to link up, to meet up, I'm doing a little meetup in New Orleans. I'll be in New Orleans the 27th, the 25th through the 30th. 25th through the 30th, I will be in New Orleans. Undisclosed location at this time. But if you want some, come get some. You can shoot me a text, 404-436-2540. Shoot me an email at 3parallelspodcast@gmail.com. Reach out if you want to connect. First one of the year at the end of the month. So if you're interested, come through. I'm just getting together, man. I'm just getting together with gators, baby gators. I'm just getting together with people who speak the same language, that's a part of the same community and culture, to build, to grow, to learn, to live, to explore, to express, to, connect, to be seen, heard, valued, respected, and understood. That's just what I'm doing. That's where I'm at. Whoever wants some, come get some. I will see you in New Orleans. And for those who are not able to attend, don't worry. I'm coming to a city or state near you. Because as I'll travel, I'm bringing people with me and I'm meeting people there. Ooh, my goodness. Is this show good or is it just me? Whew. This is healing, y'all. Okay? 2026, baby, we here. This is healing. This is the first month. And if you're not a different person yet, you ain't working hard enough. If you still having this battle and this fight with 3 different versions of you, who you were, who you are, who you're becoming, meaning Lil you is still making all the decisions, baby version of you, teenage you, little person you, we got to become the best version. Who's the best version? Him, her, them, all caps, no blue hat. That's where we're at. And I want to help you become him, her, or them by this experience that we're having on this podcast. This podcast is a living, breathing document to me. To me. Because it changes as we change. Ooh, listen, I'm spicy today. Spicy J in the building. It ain't a podcast if I ain't on it. You heard it here first. So if you know somebody who got a podcast and ain't been on it, let them know, hey, you ain't got no real podcast. The Dr. Jason Branch is ready for you. Bring him in. He's ready. Because that's the truth. That's facts. Getting back to the spiciness, I'm curating experiences for people, and I'm starting in January. I'm starting this month. I'm starting now. Come through. If it's just me and you, I'm cool with that too. Listen, I got so much to give, and to anybody who has an empty or a half-filled cup that needs a little bit more, I'm here to fill it. That's my purpose in life, to take all the things that I have for 40 plus years and what I know, which is infinite, and give it to someone who's open and ready to receive what I have to offer. I'm making offers for the rest of my life because that's what Uncle Myron told me to do. Hey, what up, baby? Hope you're good. Can't wait to see you. Can't wait to fly to Tampa or San Diego. You get to decide. If you see Unc, tell him I said I'm looking for him. Seriously, because I believe 26 is the year. Why not? Why not? I don't know who I'm going to be. I don't know who I am now. I definitely don't know who I'm going to be tomorrow. But I'm here now, okay? And this is as real as it can get. It's as real as it can get. Don't get no realer than this. Period. And with that said, the realest I know, Jeezy, I'm ready for you to be on the show when you're ready. Jeezy did an episode on Social Proof Podcast. If you ain't hip, check out Social Proof Podcast, David Shands. And I forgot his co-host name at this moment, Donnie Wiggins. Yo, they got some heat over there. They got some heat over there. I'm telling you what I heard. No, I'm telling you what I know. So Jeezy got an episode talking about mental health and wellness and just becoming his best self. It's on Social Proof Podcast. If I can remember, I'll put a link down here. But I'm spicy, so I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but I'm letting you know ahead of time. You can find it, though. Google it, ChatGPT, David Shands, Donnie Wiggins, Social Proof Podcast, Jeezy episode. Get in. Listen, I don't care how people feel about my podcast. Whether you own here, you listen or not, I don't care. I just got energy, vibes, and waves to give, and whoever get it, get it. Whoever don't. That's fine. Everybody don't go to Monaco. Ooh. Everybody can't fit on your yacht. Everybody can't be in your class. Everybody can't be in your house. Everybody can't be in your room. Everybody can't be in your space. And that's okay. But those who can, they're here. Thank you for rocking with me. Thank you to the newbies, my new baby gators, my old baby gators, my regular gators, all kind of gators. Welcome, man. Welcome. I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful for anybody who's willing to invest some time in themselves by hearing whatever it is that comes out of these speakers. You heard it here first. As I'm learning about me, I'm able to give more to others because I'm living in abundance. And I have an abundance now because I'm more than willing to do the hard things in order to go higher. If you think about any tall building in the world, the tallest one is the Burj Khalifa, if I'm not mistaken. That's in Dubai. I'll be there one day. And then the hotel right next to it, I'm going to go there, go to the top floor, get a little Louis, just because I can. And if you don't know, you don't know. If you do know, what up, baby? If you don't know, look it up. Get a little Louis. Just a shot. Don't need the bottle. But I'm there for the experience because I heard people can do it. I heard people do it. I'm going to do it. And I'm going to tell you about it because I'm putting it on the podcast. Any of this stuff that I'm talking about in this current time, when it happens in future time, I remind you of such. Some things I will, some things I can't, but you pick up whatever you find. Breadcrumbs are all around you all the time, especially now. It's a new year, new beginning. A lot of things have moved out of your way to help you to see things differently in a new way. And now is the best time to do things you've never done and become the person you've never been. With that said, the tallest building in the world, the taller the building, the deeper you have to go beneath the surface in order to build a structure underneath to maintain the height that it has. And go to New York or anywhere, there's a lot of deep stuff underneath that building. If you think about the 9/11 Memorial, the Twin Towers, that whole historic monument now, it's below ground, it's underneath, because that's how deep, and that's, I'm sure it may have been deeper than that, but that's how deep you have to go underground to erect these tall buildings. The tall building represents a tall house. A tall house is a big house. I look at us as big houses. When you become him, her, them, you need a bigger house. Take up too much space. I need a room just to think. I need a room to watch movies. I need a room for number one. I need a room for number two. I need a room to sleep. I need a room to rest. I need a room to pray. I need a room to work. I need a room to talk. I need a room to bowl. I need a room to watch TV. I need a room to watch movies. I need a room to play games. I need more space. Because it's too tight where you at right now, because you struggling with who you used to be. 3 parallels all day long. You need more room. If you're feeling tight, you're feeling it in your heart and your chest and your soul and your spirit, that is your indicator. I need to move. You are not a tree. I'm a branch, but you are not a tree. I need you to move out of these relationships, situationships, these jobs, these people, these programs, these people, places, and things that do not fit the future version of you. This is your breadcrumb to move, to get out, to listen to that inner voice that you hear that's a whisper. You can leave now. You can go now. Enough. I'm done. I can't do this anymore. I have to do better. I have to choose me. I have to invest in me. I have to believe in me. I have to want more. I have to go. I have to move. I have to leave. I can't do this anymore. If you feel that in any way, shape, form, or fashion, this is your evidence. This is your breadcrumb. This is your message. This is your, I need God to come down and talk to me. Hello, I'm God today. Dr. God. I'm whatever God you need me to be for you to do something you never done for yourself. That's blasphemy. Shut up and do it. You ain't God. I am whoever you say I am. And if I wasn't, why would I say I am? In the paper, the news, every day I am. I don't know. I'm just the way I am. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. That song is hidden in the 3 Parallels podcast playlist. It's a musical playlist for healing. If you want some, come get some. It's on Spotify. So the deeper you dig when it comes to you, the higher you go. New house, new building, new you, right? New version. The house that we live in, old, too short, too small. We've outgrown it. Think about it. Anytime you go to your home, if you can, and you see your old bedroom, or you see your old house, it feels very small. Man, it was way bigger than this. It was because you've never seen bigger. Whew. That's a word for somebody. Your house is super small when you done been to a big old house. Your hometown is super small when you leave it. Your state is small when you leave it. Your country is small until you leave it. We are bigger than we give ourselves credit for. And I'm going to show you how big we are by showing you how big God is, by showing you how big I am. We are God. We are gods. We are whoever we say we are. That's a God. And if I trust in God, if I believe in God, and I'm a God, oh my God. Oh my God. OMG. Hashtag OMG. If it's hitting you in any way, shape, form, or fashion, press pause. Go on IG, go on any social media and put in OMG Gator. OMG Gator. Put something down. I don't know. Somebody need to find this OMG Gator. I'm just making it up as I go. We're going to figure it out as we go. Whew. It's raining, y'all, and I don't care because I need you to get this. What's a little water to a man who stay wet? Let's go. Tell me where your head at. Find out where your head at. Both of them. Anyway, moving on. The deeper you go. And the deeper you go when it related to your house, to me, is your basement. You got the attic, living room, basement. Attic, head, living room, present, basement, past. That's it, that's all. And when you connect and combine these three things together, there's nothing you cannot do. When you spend time in your basement, because it's the darkest room in your house, you don't go down there, lights out, it's flooded, it's crap everywhere. Like, you can't even walk down there. But once you spend some time down there and you start moving things out and cleaning up, and drying off, and getting things together, your basement can look as nice as one of them basements on MTV Cribs, if you remember. Or a finished basement, or a furnished basement, or a basement that's been converted to a game room. Because the basement I'm in now, in this house that I'm moving out of very soon, it's a game room for me now. You know what I'm saying? I got PlayStation down here, Sega Genesis, Nintendo, and I'm talking about the old Nintendo, 2 buttons, and both controllers work. Man, we doing good over here. And I love it. Because once you master connecting and building with your basement related to the trauma, drama, the things between you and your mama, there's nothing you cannot do. Therapy is one way to start digging into your basement if you don't know how yourself. Hope you're noticing every episode what's coming up. Themes. One of those themes is therapy. Therapy will be discussed in every episode in some shape, form, or fashion. If you don't hear nothing related to therapy, you're going to at least hear the word. It's intentional. Because if you hear it enough, you might finally go. Man, I'm on fire. And this ain't even on the show yet. I'm on fire. Okay? This is for me, y'all. Hopefully, it rubs off on you and you do something with it. My theme for 2026 is audacity. I have the audacity to be this guy. And be this guy so well that people cannot tell me no. Because I can't say no to me. Only thing I'm saying no to is brownies and bull. That's it. Brownies and bull is the only thing I'm saying no to. I'm going to say no to bull, meaning bull S, because I ain't got time for it. I'm going to say no to brownies because I can't eat one brownie. If I cook some brownies, I'm going to eat a line. You ever had a line of brownies? Man, it's incredible. Better than Coke. And I ain't never had it. But I would usually eat a whole line of brownies. I'm not going to eat one. I'm going to have 3. And if it's a big enough cake pan, I'm going to have 4. Back to back. Like a line of Coke, but it's brown. I'm saying no to that. So I can't do that no more. I'm trying to become the future version of me who does not have diabetes and nothing amputated. So if I want to make sure I ain't get nothing amputated, I ain't on no dialysis, I need to leave these brownies alone. Or they going to kill me because I can't just have one. Why? Because I'm human and I like what I like, just like we all do. So in this humanness, imagine mastering it, meaning becoming the best human you can possibly be. That's game changer. I have found how we can do that based off my belief, which has evidence, which is what I can prove, which is what this entire podcast is about. Proving myself right. Man, I love this. I cannot believe I get to do this for my life. Like, I cannot believe people pay me to do what I enjoy doing. I can't believe people just cannot wait to put money in my pocket and love on me and put me in front of people to just keep doing and being me. I cannot believe it. Because for 44 years, I've been somebody else and I ain't get further than I thought I could go. I went exactly where I thought I could go. Now, being this version, I don't know where I'm going to end up. Because I learned some things and I'm learning some things and those things relate to me. However, I'm going to slow down this spiciness so I can get you what you need so we can get out of here. Because we got places to be today. You already on your way. Even on your way, I want to help you on this day by checking what you're feeling and how you're feeling in the middle of whatever you're doing right now. What are you feeling? Check your body. Big shout out to Meg. Check your body. Check your heart. Check your mind. Check on you in the middle of investing in you, because that's what this podcast is. It's an investment in yourself. All 3 versions and beyond. Take that moment. That's your life work. That's 2. I'm practicing to become the best version of me so I can get everything I'm supposed to have and some. And I'll have so much that I'm going to give it away. That's what I'm doing. You don't pay for this? I do. For now. Unless you want to, and you're more than welcome to do that. 3 Parallels Podcast, we on Cash App. If you want to donate to the cause, do your thing. So, get your notebook. We finna take this journey. I mentioned before, the deeper you go, the higher you can grow, meaning your perspective changes. You're looking at life from a different level, different lens. And when you're able to do that, you can begin living life differently because you see differently. When we're filled with trauma, drama, the things that happen between us and our mama, then it can be very difficult to see things. For example, if I believe that I don't need love, I don't desire love, I don't really do the I love you thing. If I'm not a hugger, I don't really do hugs. Y'all heard the previous episode. If I hug a lot, if I hug too much, if I hug too tight, whatever it is that you do, and if you notice it, and especially if it's something that you like, keep doing it. If it's something that you don't, something that you question, then question it. But to find the answer to whatever these things are, the answer is in the basement, always. I don't know any other way where else you can find it. And there are ways to just walk down to your basement whenever you get ready. And there are ways that younger version, that old version of you, comes up to the living room to hang out. Especially when company come around. They like roaches. The worst ever. If you ever had them, you know life. If you haven't, congratulations. Oh, man. I love me. Okay, so this episode is going to give you something in January that can change your life for the rest of your life. And that is giving yourself permission to go in your basement intentionally, or whenever your younger self comes to the living room to show up and show out, you are prepared and equipped to put him in a place and space, them, in a place and space until you can get to them later to have a discussion. Twofold. Number 1, your old self is going to show up every time, anytime, until you give them what they need. There's something that they need to hear, see, experience, whatever. You got to give it to them. You're waiting on somebody else to do it. They're not going to do it. It's not going to happen. Let's move on from that. What can happen is you can give it to yourself, whatever it is. If it's forgiveness, if it's loss, if it's an apology, if it's acknowledgement, whatever. Stop waiting on that person or those people to do something that they're not capable of. They don't have the capacity to do what you want them to do. They're capable of it. They can physically. They can do it. However, people don't do what you want them to do. People do what they want to do. One thing I learned about people, you cannot stop people from peopling. We've been peopling since the beginning of people. Just want to talk about facts. So if I can't change people, I can change a person. And the only person I can control or change is me. All day, every day. Twice on this day. If you want some. So therefore, I need to pivot and focus on me. How do I do that? When my old self shows up, let me check them. Hey, I'm feeling some insecurity. I'm feeling some fear. I'm feeling some beliefs. I'm feeling all these things. You're allowed to feel them. That doesn't mean you have to act on them. Feel the feelings and then have a conversation. How do you have a conversation? You have to go in your basement. One step at a time. Get to the bottom of that basement. There's a light on. And that light is shining down on you. The current version is sitting in one chair. And there's a table in front of you. And on the other side of that table is another chair with your old self in it. And that light is shining. And you get the first word. The current version. So what will you tell yourself? What question will you ask? What do you want to know? Whatever it is, ask them and they'll tell you back. Which means this is you choosing to talk to yourself, which within my culture and community, I've been taught and told my whole life, never do that. Which makes absolutely no sense to me at all. Why? Because we talk to ourselves all the time. I just want to talk about facts. Let me give you an example. When you think, is it in English or it is in Spanish? Is it Mandarin? Is it Chinese? What language do you think in? More than likely the same language that you speak in. which connects to you don't think without talking. You don't think without words. You just don't say them out loud. You still talk. Thoughts are conversations. Thoughts is stories. Thoughts is words. So I actually do talk to myself. I just don't do it out loud. Also, when I talk to myself, do you hear Mahalia Jackson, Samuel L. Jackson, Morgan Freeman, Oprah Winfrey? Do you hear their voice? No, you hear your voice, whatever voice that's in your head at the time, but it's yours. It's yours. It ain't nobody else. So the reality is, I just want to talk about facts. We do talk to ourselves all the time. I'm challenging you to talk to yourself out loud more often. I'm doing it right now. I'm looking at me, talking to you. I'm talking to myself. I was told my whole life to never do this, which means you wouldn't have had a whole year and some change of a podcast if I listened to what everybody told me to do. There wouldn't be a podcast if I listened to what everybody told me I should do. Think about what you're still holding on to or listening that somebody told you what to do. And imagine what's not on this earth in real life that somebody can have access to, that's in you, that's ready to be birthed when you get her, him, them out the way. You get them out the way by giving them a place to stay. And the place to stay is wherever they are, because that's where they are now. But they keep leaving the basement and coming to the living room to let you know they haven't been seen, heard, respected, valued, or understood, and they need something. Only you can give it to them. There's no one else. So give it to them. But you can't give them something you don't have. You can't give them something that you haven't asked what the need is. What is it that you want? Can't give it to them. That's part one. Part two. If you've been doing your thug thizzle in these therapy streets and doing the work, and when the old you will usually show up, they don't show up. Sometimes it's hard to connect with a younger version of you. But all those things that's happened to you, all those versions of you is still there, laying dormant until they're triggered or they're at peace or at rest or in death. Whatever it is, wherever they at. So on the other side of this, because this just came up, big shout out to Dr. Togan. What up, Ty? Second member of Too Deep. We out here. Dr. Togan shared this with me, which shifted my thinking related to how do you go in your basement when there's no problems, when there's no issue. And he was sharing like, man, I'm in the car, I'm doing my thing. I'm trying to go to the basement and talk to little buddy, and I couldn't find him. I couldn't hear him. I couldn't see him. Man, what do I do? And I'm like, that's a great question. And I didn't have an answer at the time, but I do now because I'm him. All caps, no blue hat. Oh yeah, merch is coming. February 1st, baby. I got merch. Hoodies, t-shirts, sweatshirts, mugs, pens, hats, whatever Gator stuff you want, I got it. Gator University, baby. Bookstore, come on. I got it. Him, her, them, salamander, gators. If you can imagine it, we can create it. Somebody can create it. We're going to sell it. We're going to give it out. So start getting your coins together. You know what I mean? February 1st, we drop. We drop. Merch is here. Oh, by the way, for those who are watching, here's a little example, because that's all I'm wearing right now is just merch. This shirt I'm wearing, for those who can't see, says, I am him. Because I am now speaking the language that I live. So more often than not, when I'm recording this podcast, I'm going to have one of these shirts on. I'm going to have some merch on. Because I'm giving it away. Period. For a fee. I'm giving it away. So, to summon your younger self in a healthy, positive way without them showing up like roaches, you can use music. Music is a tool of healing. I didn't even know, but I've loved music. Always have. My mama loved music. My grandmama loved my ancestor. Music is just part of our life. It's part of our identity, part of our culture. part of our being. Like music is always playing in my head or in life. I have a soundtrack to my entire life, and I have access to it. Any song in life I want to hear, I can listen to it. Did you know the gift in that? For us right now in 2026, any song in the world that you haven't heard in 20, 30 years, you can listen to right now in full audio editing. It's beautiful. And that ability I'm curating for all of you to experience for yourself. The 3 Parallels podcast playlist is how you can begin your healing journey. Real simple. Go to Spotify, look up 3 Parallels podcast playlist, save it, add it. Let's get that out the way so you can always have access to it. Hit shuffle, hit play. Within the first 3 songs, you're going to hear something. Number 1, you never heard. Number 2, you haven't heard in a long time. Number 3, you're hearing with new ears. Oh my goodness. 3 Parallels. Your ears are different now. For example, this is how I came to this realization of how to talk to your younger self. Story time. So the other day, I'm at the grocery store, I'm at the mall, I'm somewhere shopping, and old school 112 song came on. 112 with Biggie. This is when Biggie's last album dropped. Ready to Die. No. Life After Death. And Sky's the Limit. And one of my favorite songs. It was playing in the background, just the instrumental. And man, it just took me to a place. I just kind of melted in the store and just was like, man, it took me somewhere and it felt so good. And as soon as I got back to my car, I played the instrumental and I just had it on repeat, going wherever I was going. And it just slowly integrated me into a trance. And I'm like, man, this is something and I like it. It felt good. So I listened to an instrumental a few times and then I played the actual song and that was it. And it took me right back to 1996, 97. I'm a sophomore in high school and my auntie, big shout out to Faye, was dating a guy, Scott. And Scott had all the latest gear, the J's, and music. And he played that Biggie album to death. I mean, back to back to back to death. Anytime I come over there, that's what we're doing. We listening to the Biggie album, we watching TV, whatever. And that song would always do it for me. And it took me, even though now, this was not too long ago, it took me right back to my 15-year-old self. And I heard him. And that joy and that love and that energy he felt came from the place and space that I was in at that time where I wasn't able to get things that I needed. And what I needed was protection. What I needed was safety. What I needed was security. What I needed was love. What I needed was a hug. What I needed was a friend, a partner, a mentor. I needed somebody at that time because I felt so alone, although I was surrounded by people. And that aloneness was because during this time of my life, I was living with my dad. My parents divorced when I was like 2, mom in Ohio, dad in Alabama. And this was the year that my mom and dad decided, hey, you need to spend a year with your dad. Become a man. Okay, whatever. I'm a man now, So I got shipped out to Alabama for a year. And it was a different experience for me, living with my dad versus living with my mom. And those are things that I needed that I was able to get at my aunt's house listening to a Biggie album. So all these years later, where I am now, I was able to tap back into that 15-year-old boy and give him all that he needed at that time by listening to a song on repeat until I was able to get through this experience of being in my basement and working on me, my 15-year-old self. And then I just went further and kept diving into songs from that time that took me to different places and spaces that was all around Alabama. And I was able to relive those moments and give myself a different narrative to consider. And that changed my life. My 15-year-old self no longer has the same narrative because the belief that he had was based off of what he knew. I'm the 44-year-old version of that boy. Now I can give him facts, and that's exactly what I did. I told him about who we actually are now. And regardless of what we didn't get then, we got it all now. And if we don't have it, we can go get it. We have access. That allowed him to free himself from that place and space that I didn't even know I was shackled to until I heard a song. The song was a breadcrumb hidden in plain sight, right around me in real time. And I was aware enough to hear it, to listen, and to take action. That was a pebble being thrown in the pond. So me having this experience, learning from it and healing and working on me allowed me to give you this story, which I've put in an episode, which you have access to, and you can share it as well. If that ain't God, I don't know what is. If that ain't healing, I don't know what is. If that ain't magic, I don't know what is. If that's not what life is all about, I don't know what is. That healing for my 15-year-old self connected to my 44-year-old self, which means I'm a different version now. Because what I carried then, that luggage, that bag, that suitcase has been emptied out. I'm not carrying it anymore. Which gave me permission to give myself so many things that I didn't get at that time. I share this with the expectation that you will be intentional about using this to help yourself or someone else. What else is there in life? The people who have the most money in this world help the most people in whatever lane that they're in. The opposite of that is people who also are in this world not related to money. That helps has nothing to do with money. Hurts may have everything to do with money or nothing at all. The point is, if you remove money out of the way, what do we have? People, places, and things. 3 parallels. That is it. That is all. Your challenge this week is to spend some time in your basement. Use the podcast playlist if you want, any music choice you want, but be intentional about using music as a tool to connect with your past. It's better than Back to the Future. Ain't no Michael J. Fox even needed or necessary, okay? So go back to the future by listening to music with the current ears that you have now that connects to the ears that you had then, and fill in the gaps to speak the truth and not the belief. And if you imagine this current version of you and the future version of you and the time in between those two, they need to meet as well. So whatever I'm able to do related to my past self, I can also do with my future self, because there's always 2 sides of the coin. I get to decide. But don't get caught up on either side of the coin, because you have to think about beyond black and white to what's the gray. And the gray is everything that was created in order to make the coin. We just got rid of a coin after I don't know how many years, but the penny is now a memory. It's history. It's no longer part of our identity as a nation in these United States. That's an amazing thing. That, to me, equates to our ability to change. And if we can change as a country, we can change as a society. We can change as a community. We can change as a culture. We can change as a person. Give yourself permission and the opportunity to change by being done. D-U-N. That means doing something different, uncomfortable, or new. This entire episode was dedicated to being done with people, places, and things. That is it. That is all. This has been another episode of 3 Parallels Podcast with your host, the Dr. Jason Branch, where we rediscover who we were, we embrace who we are, and we make room for who we're trying to become. If that is you, welcome home, baby. Welcome to the collective, welcome to the community, welcome to the culture. We are building something from ground zero. It gets no better than this because we're starting beneath the surface. So a lot of people don't know, a lot of people aren't aware, but it's only a matter of time before there's enough people around us to build and erect this building that will be higher than the Burj Khalifa, because our perspective will be out of this world. If you want some, come get some. Until next time, peace.